If you're looking for a great football app, then go over to OneFootball. OneFootball have not just got your latest rumours, latest videos and latest news about your favourite teams, but they tell you about the entire Premier League and football pyramid. So get over to OneFootball and download it now in the link below. Quick app, do it now.
What's going on, everyone? It's John back again. Michael will be with us in a couple of seconds. This is your match reaction live on the Everton-Chelsea game. Everton have just beaten Chelsea 1-0 at Goodison Park. Great to see the fans back there, looking happy. Great to see. You know, Everton have just won 1-0. A penalty by Toffee sealed the 3 points for Everton in a game that I didn't expect the 3 points, you know, and I'm eating humble pie yet again. You know, it was a performance that we weren't expecting. If you look at the lineup, if you look at the setup, you know, it was the tactics were, there was 4 centre-halves across the back, and, you know, Everton got the result. Chelsea looked void of ideas. You know, they didn't know how to break Everton down. Completely different from Everton, you know, from what we've been used to the last couple of weeks, where we've been on this poor run at Burnley, you know, Leeds. It was much needed 3 points, and that win has lifted us to 7th. I'm just looking at the table now. You know, it's lifted us to 7th, and we've got 3 hard games coming up. You know, we've got 2 in the league. We've got 1 in the Carabao Cup against Man United. We've got Arsenal, Leicester. This will help the confidence. There was a few questions on the watch along there saying, were we better without James? It changed Carlo's setup. It changed his mindset of how he was going to play today with James being out injured. But every player that come in today done a job. Players playing out of position, give their all. They've had a rocket up their arse this week by the looks of it, which is said on the watch along. It was a good performance. I was going to say there wasn't really any points in the game where I was worried, you know, and I thought Chelsea would have given a better account of themselves, you know, because me and Michael have spoke saying they're going to be, you know, Premier League champions contenders. But Everton done a great job today. There was performances. Pickford, yeah. Let's start from the back. Pickford done a few mistakes, you know, and we're used to them. But he pulled off
small ones, you know, that's the thing. Not a big one leading to a goal. You can't even necessarily call it a mistake. He comes out for a punch and he drops to a Chelsea player. That's it.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, what I was saying in the watch along, Michael, why did he come that far when he had about fucking 4 Everton players? He ran past them to get it.
And I agree. I agree with that, but it's better. And the last
let's enjoy the 3 points. Yeah. Let's enjoy the 3 points, because in the preview, in the watch along, in the team selection, where we spoke at the beginning of the watch along, we weren't expecting 3 points today. You know, we were expecting a poor performance. Toffee walking out, we were slagging him off. Captain of our football club, leading the team out. Yeah, he scored the only goal of the game. You know, and listen. Everyone goes on when you shouldn't fucking miss him 12 yards out. Let me tell you, the pressure he would have been under to put Everton 1-0 up, you know, when we're on such a poor run of form, and he put the ball away, you know, players who come on today also made a difference. It was good to see John Joe Kenny drop into his proper position as a right back. Tom Davies come on, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, done a job. Alex Iwobi, special mention for Alex Iwobi today. Again, I've been one of his biggest critics. I thought he was phenomenal today. Alex Iwobi, Decore put a shift in. Alan was everywhere. I'd love to see the stats, because I think Alan covered every blade of grass today on that pitch.
Yeah, and Chelsea, the thumbnail speaks about it. Alan impressed me so much today. Yeah, like he really did.
Yeah, I think Chelsea come to the point in that game where they didn't know how to score. If you know what I mean, they didn't know how to break Everton down. They were void of ideas. Chelsea come probably to Goodison Park today, looking at the run Everton have been on, looking at the injuries we've got, looking at the team selections Carlo Ancelotti's been making in the last couple of games, thinking, well, we've only got to fucking turn up. But
we did, John.
Yeah, we did.
We give us no chance in this game.
We didn't. And this is why I said, you know, we're eating humble pie here. It's a fantastic 3 points for Everton. It's lifted us up to 7th. It takes us into the next 3 games full of confidence now. we've got, there was a lot of players today weren't playing in the proper positions. But again, a special mention for Alex Iwobi. This could possibly be, you will find out in this live stream, this match reaction, 3 man of the match performances by Alex Iwobi in the last 3 games. Michael, over to you.
Yeah, no, I'll give my man of the match to Alan.
Brilliant.
But I'm telling you right now, that Everton's team from start to finish were fantastic. They all played for the shirt. They were all aggressive when they needed to be, but they were also disciplined. They were dominant. That's the performance, I would say, from Everton.
They didn't let Chelsea settle, Michael.
No, and when Everton didn't have the ball,
they worked hard.
As you've just said, they worked hard. They got in their faces, and they did a really good job at stopping the Chelsea attack. When I looked at that Chelsea team, and I'll just go on.
I shit myself.
I'll just go on to One Football there and just have a little look at their team there. Obviously, they're our channel sponsors, but when you look at the Chelsea midfield, their front 3. Listen to this: Giroud, who scored 4 goals, Champions League; Werner and Havertz. Then we Mount, Kante and Kovacic. And I was sitting there thinking, we're going to get a kick in here. And Everton dealt with it so well. Mason Mount, he pushed, he did something that really pissed me off in the game. He pushed Yuri Mina directly into Pickford. How he didn't get booked for that was beyond me. Reece James, he equally could have had 2 yellow cards as well. Definitely should have had a yellow in the first half and got one in the second half. Everton were just a better team. All round, Everton were a better team. And the stats, Everton, it says on here that Everton had 28% possession because we were prepared to let Chelsea have the ball. We were literally prepared to let them do what they like with the ball. And in response to that, we scored more goals with them. We had more shots on target, and we had equal amount of corners. So Everton, with just 28% of the ball, completely dominated Chelsea in this game, in my opinion.
But that's what we expected because, Chelsea, as we quite rightly said, Michael, Chelsea are going to be up there. They're going to be challenging. I just want to drop into a few comments here at the bottom. Mac runs on, man. Siggy played hard today. He didn't mope about. I think, to be fair, he meant what the captains are. He realised what the captains... No, I'm going to get onto these comments. He didn't mope around. No, he didn't. And I think he realised today what it means to wear the captain's armband for Everton. There we go. DG, can't believe people are slagging James off after all he's done. Dreadful. What I will say to you, DG, what's he done? What has James done? I'm not slagging him off, but I said in my match preview, if you go and watch that, we had a big, mad wank fest over signing James, Allen and Decore. And they didn't improve us. And that preview come out before today's game. Decore and Allen were phenomenal today. James, for me, I think we were better without him. That is a big statement. But I'm not saying he's a poor player. What I will say is the setup today wouldn't have suited James. We were able to set up like that today because James wasn't in the team. So we haven't slagged him off. He wasn't there today.
Everton are a better attacking team with James in the team, but games against Chelsea and against the teams that are going to have lots of possession, you need to have 11 men who are going to run defensively and attacking wise. James won't do the defensive job to that. And that's not saying he's not our best attacking player. He unlocks doors that nobody can see that are even there. There's no doubt.
But it wouldn't have worked today, as you've just said about the possession we had.
It wouldn't have worked today. We had 28% possession of the ball. James would have had 10 touches in the entire game.
There's another one.
I just want to give him a shout out. James makes team too unbalanced. I just think against a team where you expect Everton to have less possession, James probably isn't the best person to have on the pitch.
To have in there. Yeah. Keith Powell, everyone put a shift in. Love it. Everton as it should be. Yeah, they all knew the job. E. Johnson. Just how much do you hate Gylfi? Not even a mention after being by far the best player on the pitch. What I will say, Johnson, right, we've been on this live stream now for 5-6 minutes. So give us a chance. Give us a chance to talk about players. And I have just said he come in, he wore the captain's armband with pride because he realised what it was like to play for Everton. I did say that. DJ Carlo needs to play James as a centre attacking midfielder and not as a winger. I think he's better coming in off the right, to be fair. But
yeah, you say that.
Was brilliant today.
Yeah, and that's the issue. You say that, but Iwobi was fantastic today. And actually, the 4-2-3-1 formation looked like it would work. And if that is the case, then Hammers can play, and Hammers can play in that cam role. So that's again, there's a lot of people saying about players and comments and different people, but Everton have found today that there's actually another way we can play football again. With the two sitting, Alan and Decore, and the back four. It's not like Holgate and Godfrey were pushing up and down the wings. I said that wouldn't happen in the preview. I said that we would play 7 and 3 and almost bypass the midfield. And we did for most of the game. You can see it from the possession stats.
We weren't going to beat Chelsea in the midfield today.
And we didn't try. And that's a positive. No. We didn't try. We let them have the ball and we beat them at the game that they thought they wasn't going to have. They probably expected Carlo to go in there, not rest on his sword and try and outplay football with Chelsea. They didn't do that. What he did is he knew what he was good at. He set up with 4 centre-backs. He told the left back and the right back, which was Godfrey and Holgate, to sit back, not to push forward. He asked Alan and Decore to sit. He asked Alan to carry the ball forward, and he did that fantastically.
Well, I'm going to reiterate on that now.
Play that football forward. He asked Charlison to press from the front. He asked Dominic Calvert-Lewin to win the balls in the air, and he asked Iwobi to mop up and carry the ball forward. And every single player today did their job. It was a fantastic
Everton didn't play today to give the forward service. They didn't, because they didn't play like that.
They played to stifle Chelsea and get something.
And I'm going to reiterate what you've just said there by one of these comments, because you're spot on, Michael. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been the most improved player in the Premier League. He worked off scraps today. Everton didn't set up for Dominic Calvert-Lewin to play any other way today. They didn't set up like that, and that's the way we played. That's what Michael's saying here. Spot on, Michael. Great shout. That's the way Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He was happy to feed off scraps today, because that's the only way Everton were going to win that game, in my opinion.
Today. Everton, Carlo Ancelotti, and let's look. We've just mentioned the players. I've just praised every single player, all 11 of them. So hopefully that makes everyone happy. But let's also go and mention Carlo Ancelotti in the preview, in the comments. On Twitter, a lot of people, including myself, said, and we said the same last week, I don't understand. No left back, no right back. Don't understand it. I don't understand why Nkunku and Kenny's not getting on the pitch. I don't get the substitutions. I don't get the way he's set up. Today, against a big team, a team that is going to be challenging for the league, he come into that game and he absolutely delivered.
We got spot on today. Spot on. And
I'd give Alan man of the match. I equally give Carlo man of the match today, because he set that team up and absolutely smashed Chelsea, having nothing of the ball. 28% possession, everyone. That's how good we were with the ball tonight.
I would take 28 possession every week to fucking get 3 points, mate. And that's what we've done today. It wasn't pretty. By no stretch of the imagination. It wasn't great to watch, but Everton Football Club needed 3 points today, and we got it against a team that could quite possibly win the league. We got it. When was the last time Chelsea got beat in the Premier League? I don't know. Might have been last week. I don't know. But I'm telling you now, they won't lose many games, and they won't lose many games like that where they're void of ideas. Carlo Ancelotti, the Everton team, got their tactics, the team selection. Listen, again, I'm eating humble pie here. But today, for me, everything worked to a T. Got it spot on to a T.
No player today got less than, say, a 7 or an 8 rating. No player played poorly. Gylfi Sigurdsson's got man of the match on BT Sport. I can completely understand why he got it. I'm not going to sit here and criticise Gylfi Sigurdsson at all. He scores a good penalty. He's commanding in the middle of the park. He passes the ball forward every opportunity he got. Gylfi did the job that we wanted him to do last season and the season before today.
Well, someone pointed that out on before, Michael. Sorry to butt in again. Someone pointed that out. That's why I butted in, because you've mentioned it, and I seen the comment before. He wasn't pointing where he wanted the ball to go, because he didn't want it. He wanted it. He was captain of our football club today, Michael, and that's why he wasn't pointing. He put a shift in. Yeah, for me, there was better players than him. There's probably 3 or 4 better players than him. So
Alan and Iwobi, definitely, in my opinion, were better today. Ben Godfrey as well at left back, again, phenomenal performance.
Yeah.
He has got not only this, he's got pace, he's got that ability, and even we'll go on the other side of the pitch, the right back. You've got Mason Holgate.
I think Ben Godfrey could easily play across the back four there anyway.
Yeah, 94th minute, you've got Mason Holgate picking up the ball, sprinting 80 yards to win a throw-in for Everton. That was phenomenal from both young lads today. And that back four, the way it was today, I'm cool with that. Set up like that every week. Give me 28 possession every single day, and we smashed it today. Absolutely.
Jason Drury, that's Chelsea's first loss in 17 games.
Yeah. I'm gonna give a little shout out to E. Johnson here. I don't. How many chances did Allen and Iwobi create? It's not necessarily about that. They all played well today, but Allen did phenomenal at winning the ball and carrying the ball forward.
Allen hasn't been bought to create chances.
If he doesn't do his job, Gylfi doesn't get the ball in this game. And then Iwobi, how many times in that game did Iwobi beat 6 or 7 people to give Sigurdsson more space? Yeah. So you can't just say Gylfi Sigurdsson done 6 chances and he created this amount of stuff. The team worked together as a fantastic unit today. Every single player. I'm not going to sit here and shout anyone out massively. Allen got my man of the match. Sigurdsson got yours. But for me,
it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. We're not going to fucking.
We were great.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but we put a performance in, Michael, which is what we wanted.
The football the last 5 minutes was phenomenal. We're popping the ball around over in the corner.
Keeping the ball.
Sigurdsson, Allen, all getting stuck in, just playing the ball around Chelsea. They couldn't do nothing. And that
there you go.
For me today.
Spot on. Last time Chelsea lost a game was in September. Okay. Right. Ben Godfrey was brilliant, says Stephen King. Where are we? PAFC. Chelsea can't play against Merseyside teams. He said that many, many times. Edward George, Carlo got it right. Have faith, lads. Yeah, we have got faith. We were slagging them off. We eat humble pie. We'll admit when we're wrong. We were wrong today.
Massively.
Yeah.
We were massively wrong today. Massively wrong. Because we did such a good job at stopping their middle three. Havertz, Werner, Mount. We did such a good job. Even winning the headers.
What a shout.
I said before the game, look how many headers Giroud wins against Mina and Keane. Barely won any.
What a shout wrong. This is. We have not lost against the top 3 this season. We've got 7 points off them.
Yeah, okay. But I will counter that. We haven't beat Burnley. We haven't beat Leeds. We haven't beat Newcastle. There's got to be a counter argument to that. And if Carlo can just get us playing with that mentality against the teams that we are expected to beat, Everton will definitely. Because look, we've had a bad run. We've had 7 bad games, but we had such a good start that we're sitting 7th in the league, joint with 5th.
Yeah, these 3 points today take us into these games, and we were worried, Michael, going into these games over Christmas.
We've got Leicester on Wednesday. We've got Arsenal. Arsenal,
Man United in the cup. Yeah, I think we beat Arsenal. We play like that today.
Yeah, I mean Leicester's going to be a tough game on Wednesday. There's no getting over that. Leicester will be tough, but we are going to absolutely. Honestly, I'm thrilled with that performance today. I really am.
Christopher Jameson, can I just say that Decore doesn't get enough credit? I will go back to what I said in my match preview. I don't think Alan and Decore can play together, but I was proved wrong with that today again. I thought Decore put a good performance in.
But we need more than one. That's
we do. Yeah, we need more. Yeah.
Decore looked fine today.
Now and again's not good enough for our club.
Just need it consistent. But again, we give him time. These are new players in our team. Alan, Decore, Rodriguez, they're all entitled to time. But today, Decore did great, and against a team that I think they could have gone top of the league tonight. Can I just say again with this comment with E. Johnson, I'm not saying they were bad, but I'm pointing out how much grudge that yous have for Sigurdsson.
I'm going to reiterate what Michael's just said there. We need it more than once. We need a good performance. If he does it for 3, 4, 5 games, we will give him credit. He had a great game today. When he walked off the pitch, he probably deserved a standing ovation because he got to put a good performance in. But we need it more than once. That's what we're saying. I'm not happy with these players playing well once and everyone goes, oh, what a fucking great game, and he's shit next game. Do you know, if he has a good game against Arsenal and against Leicester and against Man U, I will give him credit, but we need it more than once. That's what we're saying.
We've given credit today. I'll give every single Everton player credit today. They were fantastic. But do I think he was man of the match? No. And I'm not asked what anyone says in the comments. Every single person on this stream, including you, John, including everyone there, are entitled to their opinions. But Everton today, start to finish, was great. And can I just say, we've hit
every player,
24 people watching, so
that's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, guys. We absolutely smashed it today, and we should, as a fan base, we should come together today. We should praise the players, every single one of them on that pitch, including the substitutions.
Back into the European spaces as well. After all this, after not winning in 6, 7 games, we're back up there. That's how tight it is and that close there. Do you know what I mean? One question to you, Michael, here.
Yeah, go on.
Where is it now? Hey guys, would you leave James out on Wednesday if he's available?
I play that exact team that played tonight. As long as Allen's fit and as long as Pickford's out.
Agreed.
That Everton team deserves to play again.
I'm not one of these when James Rodriguez is world class. He's played in many leagues. You know, he's world class. Blah blah blah. We were made up when we got him. Who'd you drop from that performance today to bring James back in? Because he won't come back and defend. You can't. Let's keep this run going.
You can't do that. If we press from the front, we'll beat more teams than we we'll do more damage than we did today. And James Rodriguez is phenomenal to break down a football team. He really is. You know, he's that player with that ability to get the ball and make that pass happen. But I tell you what hinders James Rodriguez massively: losing Luca Dean, because he picks up that ball and he constantly looks for that overlapping one on the other side for Luca Dean, and he'll swing the ball over to Luca Dean, and Luca Dean will put the ball in the box for Richarlison or Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and
it's pinpoint. It's a pinpoint cross,
and either one of them run front post and back post, and whichever one gets the ball, one of them scores. That's how we've set up this season. Today, Everton couldn't do that. We've got no Luca Dean. Godfrey was playing left back. He's not going to go up and down delivering crosses, and he didn't have to, because Everton's set up to win the ball when the ball comes into the box. Hence why there was 4 centre backs. They pop up the ball and smash it. Absolutely smash it. And
Clive Long
smashed it today.
Clive Long, just mentioning Sigurdsson, but for me, this goes for all players today. He says, Clive Long, Siggy, credit where it's due. Now let's see it consistently.
Absolutely.
Agreed from Sigurdsson.
Absolutely.
But from all the players, let's see it consistently. And this goes back to what Michael's just said. If it's consistent, you don't change the team, whether it's for James or not. If you're winning and the formation's right and the team selection's right and the substitutions are right, don't change a winning team. So if he's available, you carry on with what we've got today.
Yeah, it's that. Look, a lot of people are mentioning about James compared to Sigurdsson. I am not saying Sigurdsson is a better footballer than James. I'm not saying that James makes Everton worse. What I am saying is those 11 players that played tonight 100% deserve to play against Leicester on Wednesday.
447 people watching, by the way.
Exactly. And if we lose to Leicester, then you look at changing the team. But at the start of the season, Everton beat four straight teams. We won 7 games unbeaten. We won 7 straight games. And we pretty much never changed the team apart from the Carabao Cup. We lost a game. We changed the team. That's the right thing to do. Let these 11 players who started tonight play against Leicester. Absolutely smash Leicester. And then they'll play against Arsenal. If they don't, that's when you make your changes. James is 100%, in my opinion, the best talented, technically gifted footballer Everton have had in a long, long, long time. But today,
it's the biggest name we've had.
But today was not the right game for James to play.
Well, there you go, and you've just answered the question I was going to ask you, because Ludwig Smith has put a comment in. Stop bullying James. Play him in the same place Sigurdsson played today, and he will be excellent. What we've agreed, maybe play him in the middle. We're not slagging him. As Michael's just said there, today wouldn't have been James's game. It would not have been James's game today.
That, again, that's just our opinion.
Yeah, a lot of people are shouting for James in that number 10 role. A lot of people.
And look, you've got E. Johnson there. He's having a right go because we haven't given Sigurdsson man of the match. I'm not going to tell you again. I'll just block you. Today, Sigurdsson played fantastic, but Alan was better in my opinion.
He's got to be consistent because he scored a fucking pen.
It's not that. I don't look at his last games. I don't look at the games that he's played elsewhere. I look at today, and today, Alan was better. He got the ball. He won tackles. He dominated midfield. He gave the ball to Sigurdsson, who was creative, who did a great job. But we were more in our half than we were in Chelsea's half. And you can see that from the 28% possession. We smashed it today, defensively.
If James plays today in an Everton team that only has 28% possession, we don't win that game, in my opinion.
Well, we might. We don't know. We might win that game. I mean, fucking hell, we've both been wrong today, John, about the starting team, thinking we're going to get an absolute arse kicking, and we didn't. But what was really good today is the job that Sigurdsson did do, playing in that deeper role. He's picking out Richarlison and Iwobi to make them runs and hurt Chelsea when little we had.
Do you know what makes me laugh? People are having a pop. And me, you, for not giving Sigurdsson enough credit. I did say earlier on in this live match reaction that how good was Sigurdsson today, because he wasn't standing there pointing, because he had the captain's armbands on for Everton Football Club. He wanted the ball. We said that.
I just think today, I think it's very difficult to single out a particular player. But the particular
one swallow doesn't make a summer, Michael. One swallow doesn't make a summer, that old saying.
But what was particularly special today about the game was every single player played well. There wasn't a single player today. Yeah, there wasn't a single player today that didn't pull up, turn up, try to go into that game, try and smash it. Every single one delivered.
But you know what the funny thing about it is? We've sat here, Michael, right? We've slagged players off. We've said he's shit. He shouldn't play for the club again after defeat. I'm sitting here now, hand on heart, thinking, not one player had a bad game today.
No, they didn't.
When was the last time you or me could say that? Not one player had a poor game.
I know.
You know, it's absolutely brilliant. It's a great performance. It's a great 3 points. We're not picking individuals out. Might sound like we're having a pop at James Rodriguez, but what I will say is he wouldn't have fitted in to that team today.
Well, again,
that's in my opinion.
Just our opinion. Yeah, exactly.
We wouldn't have known.
That's what this is. I think today Everton set up madly, because I didn't agree with the way we set up. I thought it was completely wrong the way we set up. I was completely proven wrong. We set up in the correct manner. I now see what Carlo was trying to do, playing the back four the way he did. They were flat. Godfrey and Holgate never really went forward, and he allowed Iwobi, he allowed Richarlison to express themselves in the final third, and absolutely played fantastically well today. You know, Richarlison, in terms of his shooting, wasn't great today, but his tracking back, his work rate, his dedication to get the ball, him getting kicked. How many times did Chelsea have to kick him? Smashed it, absolutely smashed it. And I think both Iwobi, Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, bearing in mind they would have had a really tough job today with very little of the ball, did really, really well. Did really, really well today.
Juan Colmenares, you are taking the piss. We're saying the Sigurdsson shouldn't play for Everton again after the miss in the last match against Burnley. It's a different game.
I didn't say that either.
It's a different. Well, it wasn't me because I wasn't on. But
And
it's a different game.
I don't think he's not having a pop at us there. I think he's having a pop at the other guys. At the
Easy listening. Easy listening says nonsense. We missed Hammers today. What I will say, Easy, is we got 3 points against probably the team that's going to win the league. Liam Munro, that's it, John. Bit more upbeat now, La. Well, we are being, but we say it how it is. If we expect us to get beat, which is what we did.
Yeah, love this. I was at the match and you could see in DCL's eyes that he wanted it, and there was a lot of grit in classic Everton performance. Reminded me of the Dogs of War. I loved it, mate. And I'm telling you now, right, the 2,000 fans in that stadium, you should all be fucking proud of yourselves as well. Because you were there, you were loud, you were vocal, you backed that team. When we had backs against the walls at times, you absolutely smashed it. So all 2,000 fans, any of you here, absolutely delivered tonight, and you thoroughly deserve it.
Wow.
Can I just give a massive shout out to Joseph? I'm gonna Joseph 1 2 3 4 5 3, but it's Josh 4 PH 1 2 3 4 5 3. Chelsea fan here, you guys were a different class for straighting the whole team, and a £20 donation.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. That from a fan who has just been beat by our team, that is absolutely phenomenal. So thank you very much, Joseph. Thank you very much.
Let's just briefly talk about Chelsea, John, because it's not very often we give credit to Chelsea, but me and you have been very impressed with Chelsea this season. As you said, 17 games unbeaten. What do Chelsea take from that? They've been they have been dominated by a team today. I don't think any Chelsea fan would not give Everton any credit for the performance. We dominated Chelsea where we had to today. They put us under pressure and we delivered.
Well, what you've just said there, we dominated where we had to, but we didn't dominate because we only had 27% possession. Chelsea couldn't break us down.
They couldn't. Yeah, exactly. When they had the ball, they couldn't do anything. It was
I think Chelsea was shocked, like me and you were, Michael. They didn't expect a performance like that from Everton. In a mishmash setup from Everton, in a mishmash team selection by Carlo Ancelotti. I expect Chelsea to come back in their next game all guns blazing because they need the 3 points. I think they will. I don't know who they play. I didn't think Chelsea disappointed me today, but what I will say, I'm not taking any credit away from Everton by saying that statement because I thought Everton were absolutely fantastic today. That's not taking nothing away from Chelsea. It's not taking nothing away from Everton. I just thought Ancelotti got it spot on. I thought Lampard probably took us lightly. With his training all week, with his team selection, with his setup, I think he thought he just had to turn up to get the 3 points. Again, as I said, with the run that we've been on, and I think Lampard will walk away from Goodison Park tonight quite surprised how Everton played.
I think this has maybe been a little bit of
a wake up call for Lampard.
Yeah, because he's done a great job. I've got a lot of time for Frank. I think he sets up his team. He loves youth. He gets his young team playing really high pressing.
Can I just interrupt there before this comment goes off? I'm sorry. Onwards to truth, it was high tempo. The tempo Everton played with today, and this is where I'm going to bring Alex Iwobi in. Alex Iwobi today had the tempo. Early on in the stream, we were saying he was like Ronaldo, he was like Messi, the way he had time on the ball. I think he got away from 5 players at one point. Everton set up with intensity today with the first 5 minutes, and this is why I said in the stream, I think they've had a rocket. Everton players this week, I think they've been made to realise what it's like to play for us, and yet we're not the finished article. We brought James, we brought Score, we brought Allen in, we brought Godfrey, and we need a lot more. Ancelotti knows that. We know that. I think Frank Lampard today, it was a learning curve for him in the Premier League, thinking he could come in and beat a team who's low on confidence, and he was quite surprised. And I think that's the position Lampard was in with today. I expect Chelsea to come back now, and I think Chelsea will win their next game.
Yeah. I think it was interesting to say that Lampard set up very aggressively, very front foot, and to be honest, Chelsea did that. They hemmed Everton at times into their half. Lots of balls went across the box. But Everton's back four defended gallantly, and they had opportunities. Giroud, they hit the post twice. This is not like Chelsea couldn't have scored tonight. They almost did. But what Everton did great was at no point did that hitting the post get on top of Everton. You know, we've seen it time and time again. Something like that would get on top of the Everton players, and it would almost be like, oh God, they're going to score in a minute. Do you get what I mean? And tonight, that wasn't the case. Tonight, that wasn't the case at all. Every time Chelsea attacked, Everton went, well, come on then, let's go again. And they did time and time again. At no point did I think Everton was going to lose that game.
E. Johnson, did you just compare Iwobi to Ronaldo and Messi? You're pissing me off now, to be fair, because it was tongue-in-cheek with the little flicks he was doing, with the little turns, and he got away from 5 players. Yeah, you know, he done it. You've pissed me off that much. You've gone because your negativity, right? And we're very, very capable of being negative, me and Michael, but we'll admit when we're wrong. And that's exactly what we're doing now, because we weren't expecting a performance like that. You have pissed me off.
Yeah, he's gone. Can I just shout out Matthew Rampton as well? Obviously stuck along for the whole watch along, and obviously this, and he's right in what he says. We put our heads down against lower teams, and when they hurt us, we do tend to, and we've seen it time and time again. You know, we were 3-1 up against Fulham and completely fell apart almost, and just about crawled over the line. Against Chelsea tonight, when they were on top of us, we went to them. We went to them. We said, right, you're going to hit the post. You're going to have a free kick. You're going to put the ball across the box. Pickford's going to make some good saves. But what we're going to do is we're not going to get scared of any of that, and we're going to keep going. And that's what Everton did tonight. Really, really.
I think Frank Lampard and the Chelsea team at the minute can become a bit lackadaisical. And I think they turn up a bit too cocksure of themselves.
Every team's guilty of that, though. We've done it. I mean, we've done it this season. Every team will do that. But what shocked me a little bit from Chelsea tonight is they seem to lack ideas in the middle of the park, because Everton set up quite a basic flat back four, and Chelsea couldn't break us down tonight. And that is partly because we defended like fantastic. Again, Yuri Mina, we haven't even properly mentioned him. He won everything in the air tonight. He put his body on the line to stop some blocks. You know, he's making tackles from one end of the pitch to the other. He's making runs. I haven't seen that performance in Yuri Mina before, and today he delivered it. Everton, the whole team, the whole fan base, some of the people in here that are going, we did fantastic, or we did shit, or James isn't played well, Sigurdsson should be man of the match.
It's opinions.
It's opinions, but the simple fact of the matter is, as a fan base today, we had 2,000 fantastic fans in that group. Carlo Ancelotti got his tactics absolutely spot on. 11 players plus 3 substitutes played fantastically well for Everton in the blue shirt today. Gylfi Sigurdsson stepped up as captain, and we got to enjoy a game of football. There's no negatives there. None.
Right, thoughts on Richie? Good play, poor shooting again. We did mention that in the watch along as well, the live watch along, saying they were like P rollers. Listen, folks, we are going to leave it there. I'm sorry we didn't mention everyone's comments. We have been live now on this reaction for 39 minutes. So Mike Owens, thanks very much for that. £9.99 from Mike Owens. Yeah,
Mike Owens, thank you ever so much.
Thanks very much for the donations tonight as well. As I said, Michael did point out earlier, it went to we've been buying shirts for people. We've been donating to charities, which Michael donated yesterday from the channel to something very close to me. I'm not going to go into that.
Do you mind if I just mention it quickly?
No, it's fine.
John obviously lost his arm, and long story short, she ended up developing epilepsy through medical conditions that had happened prior. And I was really... John's aunt means a lot to him. But equally, it's a cause that I'm very close to and respect a lot. Another donation there from Carl Molyneux. Thank you. £10, mate. Really appreciate it. And I just wanted to donate, and I felt it was important that we donated because it was the right thing to do. So they managed to hit the goal. They managed to smash the goal, and we're very, very proud of that. And our condolences to John and John's family as well, because he's had to do this. He's had to do this under difficult circumstances. And tonight, he's my man of the match tonight. He's absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, it's Jesus.
Don't start crying, John. Keep yourself together. Should we put you on big screen while you're doing it, while you fall apart?
No, it's been tough, and I haven't been on the channel as much as what I wanted to, but I've had a hard couple of weeks. The comments that have been on Twitter, people asking where I am on the streams, the donation that Michael made yesterday, the donations that we've had tonight. You know, I have struggled, you know, and Michael's been brilliant with me, you know, and you know, Michael for me is my brother. You know, he's my best mate, always will be. I love Michael, you know, and he's been brilliant with me, like you people have as well. So thanks very much for getting me through it. It is tough, you know, and yeah, she was close to me. But I'm not going to cry. We're going to leave this now. Yeah, I think it's the right time to go. But thank you.
Well done, John. Right, guys, we're going to leave it there. Can I just say, massive shout out. So in the last hour, in the last 37 minutes, we've had 4,600 views on the channel, which is phenomenal. So thank you ever so much, guys. Easily listening. How do I donate? In the super chat box, there is a little $sign. If you press the $sign, you can donate there. John, one final question. Then I know you're getting a bit upset. One final question. Who wins the boxing tonight, AJ or Pulev?
Well, listen, as you said before, we'd like to see AJ win, but I think Pulev will beat him.
Yeah, fair enough. Guys,
sorry for that little bit of a comment there. I've struggling now, but there you go.
It's all right. Mike Owens, just on that, can we talk about Mashiri Investments? We are doing a video. Ben Winstanley is also going to come on. He's got a lot of talk about the financials as well. So he'll do a lot of notes. So it'll either be me and Ben, or me, John and Ben, or John and Ben. It'll be two of us, and we'll go through it for you. So, guys, thank you ever so much. You have been absolutely incredible tonight. Every single one of you has been fantastic. And look, we can end the weekend with a smile. We've won tonight. Easy listening. There's the donation. Thank you ever so much, my friend. Really do appreciate the support tonight.
Thank you.
And everyone's comments. I think John's been absolutely full to pieces with comments tonight. So, guys, again, we absolutely love you. Have a fantastic Saturday. Hopefully, touch wood, the world may start coming back to some form of normality, but who fucking knows? Guys, have a fantastic night, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.